I've got a feeling that this did not schedule. But anyway, I will go ahead and if people can't catch up with me during the live, then they can pop in during the replay. So we'll just see what happens during this one. I'm really not sure what happened. I did have a quick look just now and I noticed that it wasn't giving me a countdown to go live. So we'll see. Alrighty. So this morning I'm going to do the horizontal quadruple fold card. Now, excuse me a minute. My cat's decided to get up on. Go on then, lay down. Lay down there. Good boy. Sorry about that. Otherwise they Hi Marlene. Marlene, was it scheduled? Can you let me know? Because I couldn't see it anywhere, and normally it gives us a countdown as to how long we've got. And when I came on, it didn't give me a countdown. So I don't know. I have no clue. Anyway, so yeah, this morning I'm going to be doing a horizontal quadruple fold card. And I did one last night, but I didn't finish it off because I wanted to try something else. Just hold on a second. Oh, come on, Raji, don't step on all that stuff. Just lay down like a good boy. He's a very old cat. Okay. Alrighty. Hi, Kerry. How are you? Good to see you. Lovely for you to join us today. All right. Let's see where we're going. You're not sure, but I did get a notice. Well, that's good. I'm not sure either, Marlene. I'm really not. I went back to look into it and I couldn't find anywhere that it had scheduled, which is really weird. But that's okay. We're here and we can make the card. All right. So like I said, I didn't finish this last night because when I was doing it, I had this weird and wonderful thought about something else to do with it. So let's go down to the desk and have a look at what we've got. Actually, there we go. Oh, good. The desk's okay. All righty. So this is, let me take this out for a minute. I'm sure everybody's seen the card before. So it's one that Sue Campfield did, but she didn't give all of the sizes, the cutting sizes. So I went in and had a bit of a play. And hi, Lynn. How are you this morning? Thanks, Kerry. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's great to have you here. Join in with the chat. The ladies are fantastic. Yeah, Lynn, I was just saying I don't even know whether it's scheduled this morning or not. I really have no idea. Anyway, so Sue Campfield did the card originally. Because she does it with her team, she only gave some sizes. She didn't give all of them. So I went in last night and I mucked around and I worked out some sizes for these strips and for this down here. Morning, Tanya. How are you this morning? All right. But then when I'd finished this part of it, because as you can see, I didn't put anything on the front of it, I had this thought, right? So you can either put like a sentiment on here, or you can pop it in the middle, or you can put it wherever. And then I was thinking about it and I thought, what if, I mean, these are just odd pieces, right? They're not the right size, of course. But what if we did something like this? It lends itself perfectly to a little bit of weaving. And then what? Under, over, under again. Like that. No, that's the same as I did before. Right. Now, if I drop things or whatever, please excuse me, but I had a fibro flare yesterday, and yeah, I'm still a bit achy. Yeah, so you could sort of do, I mean, I would probably, I don't know, but you could do something like that with it, and then put the greeting on the top. Okay. I'm very cold there, Tanya. Kerry, where are you located? It's warmer here today. I mean, it's not too bad at all. Anyway, that's a thought. So thoughts on that, and I'll take them out for now, and we'll have a play with the rest of that card later. But just for now, we'll get on with today's card. So I brought in the beautiful, and I've always loved this set, which is Thoughtful Wishes, is it? I did have a cover one that told me what it is. I think it's Thoughtful Wishes. Anyway, because what you can do is you can actually do it so that it all lines up down here. All right, so I do need 2 pieces, and I like to choose something that's going to give me a good little picture here and some other stuff across here. So yesterday I used, what did I use yesterday? See, I like this one. I like this one, because we can hopefully get, arrange it so that we get the flowers. And I think because we've got the gorgeous, you're in a small, Wyalong, New South Wales. I think I went to Wyalong many, many years ago, probably when I was a teenager. So it is many years ago. Is there a West Wyalong? Hi, Sue. How are you? I thought so. The name just rings a bell. Awesome. Alrighty. So I think today I will use these, and we'll see how we can cut these to get it looking nice and even. I mean, these are all beautiful. They're all gorgeous. So I'm sure that everybody's seen them time and time again, but they're still available. They're still on our list. They're not on last chance or anything like that. So, and I will, yeah. All right. So I'm going to use these today. So I'll just pop that card to one side for now, and I'll grab my trusty trimmer, and I'll grab a piece of cardstock. So I like to do it on the thick. So this is a thick piece. The list gets longer, Sue. You'll be. It happens, doesn't it, when you're trying to say hello to everybody? So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with a piece which is 4 1/4 by 9 inches. So we're going to go to the 4 1/4. And I have noticed also that my cutter, when I cut one way, it's a little bit. I am feeling a bit better today. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, I was just saying it was a fibro flare yesterday, and so today I'm sort of coming down from it, but it's a lot easier today. Hi, Suzanne. Yep, that's what I thought. I actually scheduled it this morning, Suzanne, and when I went into it, you know how it gives us, go live in however many minutes. Well, it wasn't giving me that. So I was a bit confused, but it doesn't take a lot to confuse me, does it? Okay, so I'm going to score this at 1 3/4 and 3.5. So 1 3/4 and 3.5. All right, so we've got that. So all we're going to do is we're going to make a Z fold, and I think we all know how to make a Z fold. So we're just going to fold it like that, and then we'll grab the bone folder if we can find it. I popped in here late yesterday to do this, so and after feeling really off all day, I just sort of whipped my way through it. So let's hope everything turns out okay. All right, so there's our Z fold. We all know how to do a Z fold. Hi, Mum. Nice sunny day there, is it? Yeah, well, usually when as soon as I go in, even if I've got 20 minutes, half an hour to wait, it says you will go live in this length of time. Well, it didn't have that today. So yeah. Anyway, we're all here and that's what matters, doesn't it? So we can get on with what we're doing. Mum's over there on Facebook, and we will get to the point where we actually get her on here. She can actually go in and see all your comments. She told me on the phone the other day, she said, I can go in and get all the comments and I just can't, there's no chat box. And I know what's wrong, but I can't explain it to her over the phone. So, alrighty, so now we've got this part. Mum, you'll have to go over to YouTube and see what they're all saying. All right, and now we're going to cut these pieces here, the white. Alrighty, so we need 4 of those, and they're 3/4 of an inch by 9 inches. So we go 3/4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we want those cut at 9 inches. I'm not going to cut them all at once. I know some people do, but knowing me, something drastic would happen. A bit like me yesterday with the, was it yesterday? Pepper pot. Went to put it away and it just dropped out of my hand. Yeah, it was yesterday. All right, so 9 inches. Oh, do you? So Mum goes over several times when I'm on, so she gets to see what you're all saying. So stop talking about her now. Oh dear. I've just been setting up my card class for the end of August. So, and Mum might even be with me. I don't know. Depends when she comes to stay with me in August. And you know what I should have done was I should have now these get scored at the same as the first piece. So they get scored at 1 3/4 and 3.5. So 1 3/4 and 3.5. So they all get this. All 4 of them. Usually I like to have this done, but because of yesterday, I didn't. So you'll just have to bear with me today. You're just being nosy, Mum. Why doesn't that surprise me? Ah, dear, what did I say? 1 3/4. And 3 1/2. And now the last one. Now these are going to make little Z folds as well. So what they're going to do is go that way because they're going to stick down like that. So we're just going to turn them over and do all the little Zs, all the little upside down Zs. And you can see that's going to fit across here like this. Alrighty, but the 4 of them. Okay, so now what we need to do so that we've got all the cutting out at once, I might have a look at doing the paper. So with this one, let's hope that we can get them out so that we've actually got a nice piece. So we've got, what have I got? 1.5 by 4. So we want one piece that's 1.5, and this is going to go on the front. So I'm just checking where that's going, 1.5, and then we want it by 4. So I think that's probably the best place to do it. I think this one's going to work out, and that is going to sit on our front panel here. Okay, so that gives us a nice little border, and it's going to sit on that front panel. Now the others, they're going to have to go this way. Alrighty, so we're going to, and these need to be, we need 4 of these, and we need them 3 3/4 by 5/8. So their width is 5/8. So we're going 5/8. I might just chop a tiny bit off of there because otherwise we're not going to get anything on that bottom one. So I like to actually work up the thing. So we're going 5/8, and they have to be 3 3/4 long. So am I doing that right? Yeah. So 3 3/4. I might. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. 3 3/4. So this one will be the bottom one. Why don't I just cut this at 3 3/4? And then we'll just go across. And these are 5/8. So we've got the 5/8 mark, and we need 3 more. So that's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so they will go onto the strips. So we will need to just cut a piece in a minute out of another piece out of white. Let me see if I have a piece wide enough. No, actually, I'll do it in a minute because I need to emboss it and I need a bit bigger than that. So we'll do that in a second. Alrighty. So now we get to stick everything down. Sorry about that there. Let me put that up there. So we get to stick everything down now. So we're going to take these. I'll put my little notepad to one side. And we're going to take all our little Zs and just burnish them all just to make sure that they're nice and crisp, and also so that they line up. So it's better to put the top and the bottom ones on first, unless you're pedantic and you want to measure it. By all means do that, but I'm just going to glue them. So we don't need any more glue than that much there. So we're just going to put a bit of glue on. And this one we're going to line up with the side and with the top like that. And then I'm going to put the bottom one on as well. Put a bit of glue on there and line up that part and that part. So as you can see, once we start to line these up and we can stick them down, it's going to give us that shape that we're looking for. Sorry, there we go. So I might just put all these on and then we'll stick the rest of it on afterwards. So all I'm going to do is eyeball this so that we can, I probably should have, I don't know, it's probably about that. Yep, I'd say that was about right. So we'll pop that one there and then we'll put this one in. And we'll pop that one in there and just get it. That one probably could have gone up a tad, but that's okay. And there we go. That is how we make the, oh, that one wasn't lined up at all. Okay. If you do have a little bit over, you can always go in and sort it out afterwards. No. Like I said, Susan Camfield did it, so you could have a look in hers, but she only gives you the measurements of the main piece and these. She doesn't give you the measurements for the other pieces. But it's quite a sweet card, isn't it? Now we can put the, I think you can buy her tutorial. But me being me, decided I'd work it out to suit myself. So now we're just going to line these up nicely and put them across there like that. Line them up nicely, Ray. There we go. And then there's this one. Which we'll line up. We'll just do the bottom one. What I could do is I could add all the dimensions to the bottom of the YouTube. That might help. Oh, you bought the tutorial, did you? Okay. Yeah. I think she's made a couple. I think she's made some with 3 bars and some with the 4 bars. But I just looked at it and I thought, you know, I usually work on about 1/8 of an inch difference. So I figured if I did that, it would probably work out okay. Yep, I'll do that. I'll work out how to do that too, and I'll put it on the bottom of the YouTube. I'm sure I can find a way. Alrighty, and then this one, we're just going to stick on here down one side. Now I am just going to trim that afterwards because I had a couple just hanging over a little bit. So that you've made it as well, Marlene. Yeah, she does make it, but I believe what she does is she'll give us so much and then she leaves some out. I think she does it with her team, and in all fairness, like, she doesn't give out all the sizes because then, you know, it's not special for her team, and also, like, you know, for her to sell the PDF is good for her. So alrighty, now I'm just sticking these pieces on here. Yeah, making sure that so basically what I'm trying to do is keep it as the picture originally is. So this one doesn't really have a lot on it, but that's okay because we're going to be putting a sentiment over the top. It's a lovely card, and it, you know, it sits nice and goes down nice and flat, fits nicely in an envelope. So yeah. Hi Holly, how are you today? Sorry, everything on my table's moved. I think one of my cats must have got up here because my camera was all over the place, and I'm just going to pop this one on here. There we go. So we've pretty much got the picture. We've got the base of that one, but the rest of it is that, oh, sorry, it might even be up a bit further. Where does it go? Let me see. There. So we've chopped some of this off, of course, but yeah, we've got those. What would you say they were? They sort of look like clover or thistles, don't they? It does look good, doesn't it, Holly? I love doing it with the paper. You didn't see, this was the one I did quickly last night. But just for those that have just come on, what I was thinking of is like doing some sort of a weave, probably not for the full length, but just say a couple of these like this. This is just some pieces I had left over. Like that. So probably chop, I don't know, chop that one there or that one. No, just leave them. And then you could put 25 pages with different ways of doing the card. It's only her team one. She doesn't give out the sizes. That's right. Yeah. Oh, cats and their antics. I tell you, mine. Yep. Raj is on my bed, on this bed in here at the moment. So he's on Mum's bed. He's gone to sleep now, but he was wandering around. Okay, so yeah, so if I was just sort of looking at something like that, so that it still keeps it all there, but you could put the you could like put a disc or something on there and use that for the sentiment. So I don't know what you think. Have a think about it. Let me know. I'm just going to, I just thought it was something a little bit different, which takes away a little bit from what Sue Campfield did. I mean, she does some gorgeous cards. I love watching her stuff. I really do. All right, so that's that. Now, what I need to do now is we need some little pieces here and another piece here. So I used the So Swirly embossing folder, and I'll just emboss a piece of white so that I can cut it down to, is that going to be enough? No, let me do a bigger piece and make sure I've got enough. All right, so just popping that in there. I just want to bring it down a little bit from the top because I don't want to have a bit with nothing on it. I love this folder because it's so easy to work with, and clearly that's what I did yesterday because the number 2 plate is already out. Okay, now I'm just going to move here. It's a bit stiff in the centre there. It might just me being weak today. I'm not sure. It does, yes, it does. It does hide the paper, that's very true. So we might leave it off then. I wondered that myself. But you know how sometimes you just want to, you know, do something a little bit different. My dog's outside at the moment. Oh, cats and their antics. Hey, I'll tell you, this morning my young cat wanted to play, and the one that I've got in here, which is my older cat, he did not want to play. So we had a free-for-all. My husband was racing around with a squirt bottle. So, alrighty. So now I'm just going to this one here is exactly the size of the DSP on the other sides, on this side. Okay, so let me read. That was a 1.5 by 4. So let me cut. I like this side. 1.5 by 4. And that gives me a little bit of swirly. You can see that's going to fit on there like that. All right, so we'll stick that down in a moment, but we need the 4 little pieces for the side here. So I worked it out that they need to be 1 5/8 by 5/8. So let's go 1 5/8. Oh, I'm going to have a piece left by the look of it. By 5/8. So, and we need 4 of these, and they're just to stick on those little end bits. I think Oh, yeah. So let's take that all off and we can just put this down. Last keyword. Oh, bless. Oh, let's hope that everything goes well now then, Tanya. It's surprising how quickly animals can bounce back. It's like they've got some sort of inner. Right, so I'm just going to pop this down on here. Like that, just to give it that little bit. And then we're going to use our 4 little pieces that we're going to put across here. Now, what I did yesterday, actually, I think I threw them out this morning, but I actually did some of this paper here. Well, not that particular one. I did the one that I did yesterday. And you could put that there too, but just reverse it and put some color on the edges, which would be really nice. Yes, yes, I hope so for you too, Tanya. It's really sad, you know, like a person that doesn't have pets just doesn't understand how hard it is when either we lose one or, you know, they're sick. I've always said my pets are my family, and I have them in the house, and well, my cats are indoor cats anyway, but I keep them in the house. If I'm cold, they're cold, so they get the same treatment as I do. They are family, Holly. Absolutely they are. So I'm just sticking these 4 little pieces on the side here. Because it's white on white, there we go. Don't you stick there. And there is the basics of the card. So not really difficult. I will write those measurements down, Sue. Yeah, I don't, you know, I know some people that, you know, they have their dogs outside, but the outside is just as good as the inside for them. I've seen them with absolutely beautiful, you know, what would you call it, housing, outside housing for dogs. And working dogs need to be outside. Like they really don't do well inside. But yeah, for a pet, yes, definitely. For me, inside. But it's up to everybody what they choose to do. And I fully understand that. So, so some of you might remember on Sunday, I went with my friend and co-worker down almost to the New South Wales border. You know, I can't see what I'm doing here. Maybe I need my other eye fixed sooner than I thought. And we had a look at a horse for her, and that's not straight at all. Anyway, I had to call her this morning for something, and yes, she's bought the horse. So he'll be transported up to the Sunshine Coast, and she'll pick him up from there. This is just going to change this just a tiny bit, but I can't be dealing with it not being straight. There we go. It looks a bit better. So, yeah, so she bought the horse, and he will be up here soon. 16.5 hands. He's gorgeous. He's absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, so now I have two that we can do some playing with, and I have some of the embossed left. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? They like Raja, my old boy here. He comes and sits in with me most days. You'll probably hear me talk to him, or Marlene. That's one of the hardest things when you have to put them to rest, when you have to say goodbye to them. Alrighty, so now we're going to do some. We're going to put some. What do you call those things? Sentiments on here. And I thought maybe we might use the good old faithfuls. What I think, choose the sentiment first, Lorraine. That might be a good idea. Now, everybody knows that my favorites are from the Autumn Expressions, which is it has gone out, but I love this Change Can Be Beautiful, and I also love Have a Perfectly Lovely Day. I really love those, and I think I would love to put one of each on there. Now, question is, what am I going to use to do it? So on the back of this paper, which was yesterday's, I have a feeling that that is Pool Party. And on today's, we've got, woohoo, my favorite, we've got Blackberry Bliss. So let's get a piece of Pool Party and a piece of Blackberry Bliss and see what we can do. Out come the packets, you see. So let me see. I think that's, is that Pool Party? Does it look like Pool Party? I think it does. So that's that one. And then we've got Blackberry Bliss. The other one. Let's see if I've got a piece big enough. Yep, that piece should do. Now, if I use black, I'm going to put white on the top of them. So out of the kitchen is a good place to be. Hi, everyone. Finally got out of the kitchen. Wow. Roz, how are you? Oh, dear. Yeah, out of the kitchen is much better place. Thankfully, my craft room is up the other end of the house from the kitchen. Not that I get away with it very often. I still have to. Yeah, that's Pool Party. I still have to clean and do stuff, so never mind, eh? Never mind. All right, so I'm going to use those two colors. So what I need to do is see how big these are. I love Blackberry Bliss too. Yours yesterday had, was it yesterday you had the Blackberry Bliss? Yes, on your Christmas one. It looked lovely. I love Blackberry Bliss. So this one is Have a Perfectly Lovely Day. And they do take quite a bit of, yeah, see, I'm going to need quite a large circle, which is going to take up quite a bit of the thing. And I might not be able to use those colors because I need one bigger than the other. All right, let's change what we're going to put on there because I really wanted to use those colors today underneath. Turn that over. I love those ones. I just love those sayings. It's a keeper. I won't be getting rid of that one. Your husband cooks and you clean. Oh. You ate dinner late and hubby is asleep on the sofa. He usually does the dishes. No. Well, we've got a dishwasher, so it's a case of who packs the dishwasher, I think, more than anything. Let me see what other sayings we've got. What's something relatively big but not huge? I'm just trying to have a look and see. And I like to do Memorable Blooms has some nice ones. You are awesome. Yeah, let's try those because I think I can do those with the smaller. You are awesome. Will fit in there, and then I can do the bigger one underneath. Excellent. So they might, one will get you are awesome, and one might get thanks so much. All right. So the Blackberry Bliss is going to come out of the darker piece. Here's my number 2 plate. There it is. So which one had Blackberry Bliss? Today's has the Blackberry Bliss. We don't need that size. We're going to put that size. I wonder if I could stamp on there. No, I'll do it in white. And I was listening to you yesterday, Suzanne, and you said that you'd put new plates on and then put it in upside down. When I put my last lot of new plates in, that's exactly what I did. I don't know that I want pool party on there, you know. I mean, I know it's on the back, but I think I want to go with something different because there's not much pool party in that bit there, is there? What will I do? What will I do? No, I don't want to do the pool party. So let's have a second thought. I might go with maybe Old Olive. So I think that will sit on there quite nicely. Oh, not that piece. Yeah, we might do Old Olive, I think. What do we think? I think that looks better than the pool party would. Let's do a pool party as well and see which one we want to do. I can't get myself into the habit of putting two through at once. Do you know what I mean? Like I could have put these whites through at the same time. So it never crosses my mind until afterwards. All right, so we could have the pool party on there, or thank you, Tanya, thank you so much. Or we can have the green. What do we think? So Old Olive it is. Put those away before I lose them. So do we like the Old Olive on that one, or did we like the pool party? I'll go with whichever one. All right, let's get all this off of here. And I'm going to stamp "You Are Awesome" on this one. So of course I will use Blackberry Bless. Old Olive, yeah. I thought the Old Olive too. I think the pool party, it looks nice on the other side of the paper, but it just doesn't seem to sit right if you use it on its own. So let me stamp "You Are Awesome." That's what I like about circular stamps as well. Unless you completely miss-stamp, then you can always turn it around and it's not uneven. All right, so I'm going to stick this straight down here. I'm only going to put it on one side so that I can put it there like that. And then this piece I will pop up on dimensionals. So I put them in the middle just in case there's something I decide to do at the last minute. I probably should have put that on there before I put that on there. I think I can line it up. Tongue's out. It's not really helping. Okay, so this one we decided that we're going to do the green. So I'm going to stick that on there before I do it this time. So I can have "You Are Awesome," or shall I change it and put "Thanks so much," just for something different. This is "Thanks so much." I can take that one off of there and I'll clean it in a minute. That's what I miss Mum for when she's here. She cleans my stamps for me, puts them away. Hi Janelle, how are you? Good to see you. Let's take that off of there. Beautiful. Now I will put dimensionals on the back of here. That makes it a bit easier doing it that way. And then just a little bit of glue on that side, just to... Actually, what we could do with this one, instead of putting it on the side like that, let's... You know what's going to happen, don't you? Shouldn't have done that, should I? Let me wipe that off, because I can. I don't want that glue all over there. Whoops. That should be all right on the front. And then I'm just going to put it down the side again. I was going to put it right in the middle, but then I'm going to have to, I'd have to put the glue on these like this instead of, and you'll see I've got some damp marks on there, but I'm pretty sure they'll be fine when they dry. So we can put that one on there like that. And the good thing is you can get your hand through there. Alrighty, all we need now is, see you soon, Suzanne. We need some gems. And as I said yesterday, I always seem to forget the gems. So let me have a little look-see. What are we going to use today? I just decided to, it's because I damped it when I got the bits off. Right, so what are we going to have? I think those ones there would look nice on the green. And I think we had this conversation yesterday about not having very much that we can use on the Blackberry Bliss. Let me have a little look-see. Right, those are dark. I mean, we could always use just the clear ones. There was some I was looking for and I can't find them. Why can't I find them? No, that's the in colours. That's no good there. They're not going to go. Could you use the darker pink on those? I suppose. I'm actually missing a packet of gems, but I will no doubt find them. All right, I'm thinking that maybe I like this green on here. Yes, yeah, I might actually try that. See if I can. I don't have Blackberry Bliss in the blends, so that's not going to help me. For the green, I'm going to use this one here. So I'm going to put one up there. And then I'm waiting for Mum to come in with, do this, put it there. I would like to put one up there. It's always hard to know where to put these things, isn't it? I usually go with my, and then I'd like to put maybe just down there, maybe there, maybe there. That gives us the triangle. So we have that there. Now you can always write on the back of these, or you could put another card on the back. I think with the, this might actually be the ones that I was thinking of. I think, you know what? the pinky purple will go with the flowers in that one. Oops. So let's use that. So we're going to go with one up here. I'll do a similar pattern. Ooh, one up here. And let's do one down there. There we go. Alrighty. That is our cards for today. So one of them was partly made for anyone who came in a bit late. I'm not. Thank you. Yes, I will catch you soon. Yeah, I would have, if I had Blackberry Bliss, there you go. So that's something I've got to put on an order. I would have coloured one of these or some of these because that would have worked. But that's the cards that I have for today. I only really made one today. This one was partially made. So it was the one that I started last night. And then there's this one today. So you have the choice. You can, you can put it in the middle there, or you can put it to the side, and that's not overly straight, but hey, I'm not worried about it. Great cards. They stand up well. You could, of course, you could put some colored DSP in there and just have white on the front. That would work too, so that when you looked through it, you saw the colored DSP. Alrighty. Well, that's me for today. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. So I will see you all again tomorrow. And thank you so much for joining me. Let me come back up. There we go. Thank you, Tanya. Thanks, Lynn and Roz. I'll try and do something a little bit different for tomorrow. I just got to get myself sorted and work out what I'm going to do. So we don't have anything to do today. We don't have to go out or anything. You're very welcome, Roz. And Sue, I will put those, I will try and put those measurements at the bottom of the YouTube. I will do that. Just give me a few minutes and I'll do that. Bye, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.